Welcome back, students, in the series of online classes. In our previous two or three classes, I have discussed the chapter Heron's formula, and I think I have discussed enough problem that all of you should make your concepts clear about that topic. And if any students have still any problem in Heron's formula chapter, you can ask. So, children, today I am going to start a new chapter, that is lines and angles. This is a chapter from your geometry section part. So, before going through the sums of this chapter, I want to make you aware by some basic terms and definitions, basic terms and definitions of this chapter. Children, while we discussing this chapter, lines and angles, so first of all, we have to understand some basic definitions of angles and their types of angles and their properties related to angles. So, I am starting this chapter with some basic terms. So, our first term is collinear points. What does you mean by collinear points? So, if three or more points, lie on the same line, they are called collinear points. Otherwise, they are called non-collinear points. Non-collinear points. Suppose there is a line, a straight line, and on this line there are 2 or 3 points. Suppose A, B, C. These all points are lying on a same straight line. So this is called collinear points. And suppose any other points A, B and like this C. Then when we draw the points through these points, then the line will like this, and this is not a straight line. It becomes curve. So this point is C. So these 3 points are not lying in a straight line. So this is called non-collinear points. So collinear points are those points which are on the same line, and otherwise it is called non-collinear points. After, what is angle? How angles are formed? So the definition of angle is that when two rays meet at a point, then angle is formed. It means that whenever two rays meet at a point, the angle is formed. The common point of rays is called vertex, and the two rays are called arms of the angles. It means that whenever two rays meet at a point, then angle is formed. let us suppose understand it this by figure. Suppose there are two rays, OA and OB, and these two rays OA and OB are meeting at a common point O. So there is an angle formed between the two rays. This is called the required angle between the two rays. And this common point at which the two rays meet each other is called vertex of the angle. That is, O is the vertex of the angle, and these two rays OA and OB are called arms of the angle. So here in this figure, our common vertex is O and the arms of the angle is OA and OB. Now, here are some different types of angles, that is different types of angles, which you have already learned in your previous class also, but let's have a look once again. So our first angle is acute angle. What is acute angle? Those angle whose measurement is between 0 degree and 90 degree is called acute angle. The angle whose measurement is between 0 degree and 90 degree is called acute angle. This is a figure of acute angle. This is your acute angle. Its measurement is always more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Thereafter, second one is right angle. Right angle, those angle whose measurement is of 90 degree. The angle whose measurement is of 90 degree is called right angle. Suppose this is your right angle. So its measurement at the common vertex will be of 90. Thereafter, after right angles, now obtuse angle. Obtuse angle are those angle whose measurement is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. Let's see, in this figure this angle is an obtuse angle whose measurement is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So this is obtuse angle. After obtuse angle, there is a straight angle. A straight angle is those angle that is formed always on a straight line whose measurement is of 180 degree is called a straight angle. This is the figure of a straight angle. This angle is called a straight angle because it is lying on a straight line and its measurement is always 180 degree. Now thereafter, reflex angle. Reflex angle are those angle whose measurement is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. The angle whose measurement is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree is called reflex angle. This is the figure of a reflex angle. This is the angle and this one is called reflex angle whose measurement is more than 180 degree but less than always 360 degree. Now there are some pair of angles. Pair of angles means these are always lie with two angles. That is one pair of angles. So these are called pairs of angles. Pairs of angles, first is complementary angles. What is complementary angles? Complementary angles. Two angles whose sum is 90 degree are called complementary angles. Two angles whose sum is of 90 degree are called complementary angles. Thereafter, one more pair of angles is supplementary angle. Supplementary angles. The two angles whose sum is 180 degree is called supplementary angles. Two angles whose sum is always 180 degree is called supplementary angles. Adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent angle if they have a common vertex and a common arm, and the two non-common arms are opposite to common arm. Suppose, look at this figure. Two angles AOB and COB. These are the two angles having a one common vertex, that is O, and one common arm, that is OB. This common arm is lying in both angles, so this is called common arm. And other two non-common arms, that is OA and OC, are the opposite of this common arm, that is OB. So these two angles are together called adjacent angles. In adjacent angles, there is condition: two angles are said to be adjacent if there is a common vertex and there is one common arm, and the other two non-common arms are opposite to this common arm, are called adjacent angle. So students, you should keep it in mind, the definition. Here angle AOB and angle BOC are adjacent angle whose common arm is OB and common vertex is O. This is the definition of adjacent angle. There are two important conditions in this adjacent angle: one common vertex and one common arm. Now next, linear pair of angles. What is linear pair of angles? The definition of linear pair of angles is that if non-common arm of adjacent angles are opposite to each other, then it is called linear pair of angles. It is always supplementary. Supplementary means having the sum that is equal to 180 degree. Now understand it by figure. Suppose AOC and BOC are adjacent angle, in which O is the common vertex and OC is the common arm, and the non-common arms where OA and OB are just opposite to each other. It means making a straight line. Then it is opposite of each other. Then such type of angles is called linear pair of angles. Because it is formed on a straight line, so it is linear, and making two angles, so it is a pair of angles, and its sum of these two angles, the sum of these two angles is always 180 degree, that is supplementary. So this is called the linear pair of angles. In this condition, when the non-common arm of adjacent angles are just opposite to each other, then the adjacent angle are said to be linear pair. And when it becomes the linear pair of angles, then it must be supplementary, that is the sum of both pair of angles, that is both angles must be equal to 180 degree. Now there is one more type of angles, that is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are those angles in which when two lines intersect each other, then the angle formed opposite to each other is called vertically opposite angle, and they are equal to each other. Let us understand it by a figure. Suppose two straight lines AB and CD are intersecting each other at O. Then four angles are being formed. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. There are four angles have been formed. The angle just opposite to each other are called vertically opposite angle. Just opposite, one angle opposite to another angle. This is called vertically opposite angle. So in this case, the vertically opposite angle are always equal. It means that angle 1 must be equal to angle 2 and angle 3 must be equal to angle 4. And whereas angle 1 and 3 are linear pair of angles. Compare it with the definition of linear pair of angles, then you will find angle 1 and angle 3 are linear pair of angles. It means that the sum of angle 1 and angle 3 is always 180 degree. And again you can see that angle 2 and angle 3 are also linear pair of angles. So again their sum is 2 plus 3 equals to 180 degree. Then from these two equations, angle 3 is common to both of them. So angle 3 will get cancelled and finally you will got angle 1 equals to angle 2. Hence this theorem has been proved also. If there is a quotient theorem that proved that vertically opposite angles are always equal, then you can prove it by using the properties of linear pair of angles, and you can easily prove it. You do it yourself. Now students, after discussing the some basic types of angles or definitions, now we should start the exercise 6.1 from your NCERT book and try to solve few questions. Here I am solving the questions, and after that all of you must try more questions, many questions of this type, and solve it and upload in your class group, WhatsApp group of your class. All of you do it necessarily. The question is that in given figure, lines AB and CD intersect at O, and if angle AOC plus angle BOE equals to 70 degree, it is given, and angle BOD equals to 40 degree. Find angle BOE and reflex angle COE. Now students, here it is the figure which is already given with the question. The figure is that AB is a straight line, OE is a line in meeting AB at O, and CD is another line intersecting AB and passing through O. Now in the question it is given that angle AOC plus angle BOE is 180 degree, and it is also given that angle BOD equals to 40 degree. Now you are supposed to find angle BOE and reflex angle COE, means this angle is to be find. Reflex angle of COE. Now let's see how it can be solved. In the given question, we have from the question that angle AOC plus angle BOE equals to 70 degree, and angle BOD equals to 40 degree. We have it. Now students, after discussing the some basic types of angles or definitions, now we should start the exercise 6.1 from your NCERT book and try to solve few questions. Here I am solving the questions, and after that all of you must try more questions, many questions of this type, and solve it and upload in your class group, WhatsApp group of your class. All of you do it necessarily. The question is that in given figure, lines AB and CD intersect at O, and if angle AOC plus angle BOE equals to 70 degree, it is given, and angle BOD equals to 40 degree. Find angle BOE and reflex angle COE. Now students, here it is the figure which is already given with the question. The figure is that AB is a straight line, OE is a line in meeting AB at O, and CD is another line intersecting AB and passing through O. Now in the question it is given that angle AOC plus angle BOE is 180 degree, and it is also given that angle BOD equals to 40 degree. Now you are supposed to find angle BOE and reflex angle COE, means this angle is to be find. Reflex angle of COE. Now let's see how it can be solved. In the given question, we have from the question that angle AOC plus angle BOE equals to 70 degree, and angle BOD equals to 40 degree. We have it. Now children, as you see from the figure that angle AOC means this one, AOC is equal to angle BOD, that is this one. Why? Because these two are vertically opposite angles. Because the lines AB and CD intersecting at O. So these two are vertically opposite angle, and so they are equal. So taking that property, we can write angle AOC equals to angle BOD, that is vertically opposite angle, or in short form you can write V dash O dash A, that is vertically opposite angle. And since in question it was given that angle BOD was 40 degree, so here we got the angle value of angle AOC, that is of 40 degree. Now substituting the value of angle AOC 40 degree in the condition given, angle AOC plus angle BOE was equals to 70 degree. This was already given. So now substituting the value of AOC in this condition, then we have 40 degree plus angle BOE equals to 70 degree. And after solving it by substitution, we can have angle BOE equals to 70 degree minus 40 degree, that is equal to 30 degree. So one question has been solved, angle BOE has been obtained. Now the second part of question was that we have to find the reflex angle of COE. So now we are taking on the straight line AB, we can see that three angles have been being formed. One is angle AOC, second is angle COE, and third is angle BOE. So on this line AB, a straight line AB, three angles are being formed. So sum of these three angles is always 180 degree by the property of a straight line property, straight angle property. So angle AOC plus angle BOE plus angle COE equals to 180 degree, that is angle on a straight line. Now we have earlier found angle AOC equals to 70 degree. Angle AOC plus angle BOE was 70 degree. It is given in the question. And plus angle COE equals to 180 degree. So thereafter substitution, now we have angle COE equals to 180 degree minus 70 degree, that is equal to 110 degree. Now reflex angle COE, it will be equal to 360 degree minus angle COE, that is equal to 360 degree minus 110 degree equals to 250 degree. Answer. This is your required answer. So students, now your assignment is to do such type of questions from whichever book you have and upload it in your class WhatsApp group. And you have to upload the sums of Heron's formula also, that has been already completed. No one of you are being active in showing your maths homework. So please upload your homework in your class WhatsApp group.